I got FBG Butta police chase footage right here. He was on one. That boy was. He really was on one. Like this is what happens when you all the way on one and try to shake the police. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you on. This boy was literally. I don't know what he was on. He was on three or four. You know what I'm saying? The way this police chase, it wasn't even a police chase. It's just somebody. It was like a. It was like the way he tried to get away from the police, like how you try to run from the police in your dreams, or you try to run from some of your dreams and you can't quite run. Your shoes is tied, or the car got the wheels is up, the wheels is turned sideways on the car, so you can't drive. Like how in the dream it just be something crazy going on where you can't run. Your feet made out of blocks or something like. But he was just on No Jumper crying, saying how he missed his sister and how he wish everybody in Chicago didn't go down the wrong route and all, and it's just it was heartfelt and everything, but he still with the shenanigans. Clearly, he got caught with two hammers. I think he had some dope on him. He had a few running from the police in a small little town. The worst place to be late at night, early in the morning, all that is in a small little town. I heard he was in some town called Hinsdale. The worst place y'all could be is out of bounds. Worst place y'all could be is in the hood when people beefing. Look how I got some cold. Worst place y'all could be in the hood is when people beefing. But then the worst place you could be is in a small town late at night, like 3 or 4 in the morning. But let me let y'all see this footage.
This man, Rakeem Wilton, testified at the federal trial, providing insight into a raging war between rival Southside gangs, but refusing to, as he put it, snitch on anyone still alive. Fast forward to West Suburban Hinsdale last week. An officer tried to pull over a car driving erratically at 5 a.m. when the driver fled.
He's all over the roadway, just smoked the curb.
The driver crashed into an embankment.
Just threw something outside the window. I can't tell what it is. Hands out the window!
Hey, put your hands out!
Hey, get back in the car! Back in the car!
Get back in the car!
Foot pursuit over the tracks.
Officers quickly caught up to Wilton.
Stop! 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 Stop!
Once he was cuffed, he clammed up.
What's your first name?
I ain't got it right.
What do you want me to call you?
Police say they found 2 guns. That, combined with Wilton's criminal history, raises questions. Court records show he pled guilty to conspiracy to commit murder in 2015 and was sentenced to 8 years. He only had to serve half that time. He's also been charged with aggravated unlawful use of a weapon at least 3 times in Cook County. He was convicted once and got a year. Another case was dropped after a judge suppressed evidence. Cook County prosecutors sought detention after the most recent arrest in March, but a judge released him.
My girl good?
Your girl's good.
I will. Whatever going on, put it on me.
All of Wilton's previous crimes occurred in Cook County.
Man, look. Who got time to do all? You see all his prior charges and driving around with 2 guns and who got time to do all that? See, that's the thing. Like, I advise y'all to do this, man. Before you start being in the streets and thugging and doing all that, just try to do something normal first. Try to have a regular job first. Try to do something normal first. You'll realize that like having a regular job is easier than being in the streets. Like when you really in the streets for real, it's hard. Like damn, I keep looking like man. But when you playing around in the streets, you wasting your time. But if you really in the streets, it's like a real job to a certain degree. Like, but this right here, just thugging for no reason, getting caught 5 in the morning, driving crazy, wrecking the whip, getting caught. That's just reckless, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got time to do all this, you might as well get a real job. I don't understand. Why would you turn down a real job or having a real life, being a square to live like this? The streets don't really make sense to me. I mean, it makes sense to people when you come through it and you caught up in it, but once you get far away from, that's why I say go get a regular job, try to live a regular life first. I know they teach you, oh, regular life, don't even try to see that yet because they're scared that you're going to see a regular life and realize that it's probably better than living like, anyway. His sister, rest in peace to his sister, Gang Von's supposed to have did something to his sister. His sister was that girl that was like a little hitman. Her name was like Shakira or something like that, but something she was like a female assassin, but that's her brother. They look just alike. And it's like, make your sister proud, bro, won't you? I don't know. But FBG Butta, he been on some weird. His energy kind of weird. He always getting into stuff. He always, stuff like this is typical in him. Just a person waiting to crash out. Everybody not built for the streets. And if you're doing stuff like this, you got an internet platform. Think about this. This dude been on. I'm gonna just end it like this. This dude been on No Jumper, Lad. He can make videos and get thousands of views, but he'd rather be riding around at like 4 o'clock in the morning with 2 guns in a small town for nothing. Wrecking the car, driving crazy for nothing. That's what he'd rather do. I don't know.